What's going on, family? Welcome back to another episode of B Wayne Presents, sponsored by Promarketize. Don't just advertise, Promarketize. As always, I'm your host, B Wayne. Got a good friend with me today, my man Chico. I haven't spoken to him in a while. What's going on, Chico?
Hey, not a lot, man. Just maintaining my guy, staying
It's
busy.
it's good to see you, bro. You are looking real good, fam. Working out. My man is a personal trainer. How's your personal training business going, sir?
So far so good, my guy. I'm always looking to improve, looking to get some more serious clients. I need more guys on board.
So go ahead and plug your business and your brand.
Yeah, I'm Body by Chico. I got started real serious back right after COVID hit. I hit the ground running. My guy from the job, he hit me up and he was like, "Yo, can you help?" Ever since then, I caught that bug again and ran with it, my guy. So yeah, Body by Chico. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Body by Chico.
He's good. As you can see from his physique, my man has got some wisdom with him. You can see the little salt and pepper in his beard going on, but he does not. His physique doesn't match, right? Because he's got the physique of like a 25-year-old. So if you want to get with him and get trained, body by Chico, right?
Yes, sir. I do
And you,
virtual sessions also.
so you're based out of where?
I'm in
Where you at
Charlotte.
now? So
I'm
you
in Charlotte.
Charlotte, but you do virtual in other areas as well.
Yes. Yes. It doesn't matter where you at. We can get virtuals popping.
And apparently, my man has got his own clothing line. I
Yes,
didn't
sir.
even know. So I will
Body
be
by
purchasing
Chico.
Body by Chico. So matter of fact, do you do like consultations or how does that go? If somebody
Yeah, I
is
do
interested,
consultations.
how does that
It,
work?
What they do is just inbox me or use my phone number to reach out to me, and from there we'll set up a consultation and just to see where we're at. If I'm a perfect match for them or if they're a perfect match for me.
Right now, you got gear for the ladies and the fellas, or is your gear just for the fellas for right now?
I got gear for both.
All right, so the next three people, the first three people that reach out to my man and set up a consultation, we're gonna get you some gear sponsored by Promarketize. We're gonna get you some Body by Chico gear, okay? On behalf of the good people of Promarketize. So, Chico,
Yes, sir.
how old are you?
I'm 47, man.
You're in Charlotte, Cackalack.
Yes, yes.
Besides, when you're not training the ladies and the gentlemen out there, getting them in the best physical fitness shape possible, helping them to reach their purpose and fulfillment through being the best versions of themselves, what do you like to do in your spare time, my man?
I'm either on a pool table, bowling alley, at a movie theater, or I'm just home relaxing, man.
What kind of movies you like?
I love horror. Horror is my thing. I love horror. I can deal with some comedy, but I'm mainly horror.
So it's a lot of the dating world is kind of flipped upside down, man. Me and you about the same age. And so we've seen a little bit of everything. We come from back when we used to meet somebody on Black Planet. We come from, yeah, we come from phone chat lines and whatnot, right? So the
Yeah.
dating world, man, there's a little bit of a battle of the sexes going on between men and women. And I'm going to do my part to bring a halt to all the nonsense and the BS, man. From what you've seen in the dating world here currently, what are your thoughts on modern day, modern times, the dating age? What are your thoughts?
It's pretty much jacked up, man. It's like every man for himself, every woman for himself. So females doing a lot of females on girl trips, and guys is just doing whatever the guys do. But it's definitely a major disconnect right there. So I don't know. It's hard to say.
Do you
I
feel like
guess
social? Go ahead.
social media definitely played a role in it,
Right.
but it's a gift and a curse because all before back in our time when there was no really social media like that, the guys were clueless on how the women were really thinking and how they were really moving because we came up in the era where R&B songs was like setting us up for failure. So I guess the females had a heads up, and now we're actually getting to see how they really feel, and now they're getting to see how the men are really feeling. So,
How do, how do we bridge the gap? What are some of the first steps or stages to bridge the gap? Any
man, we all
idea?
got to get on one accord. Uh, I think our relationships used to be formed off a political stance when we knew who our enemy was and how the game was being played on us. To now, it's like our females have joined the enemy side, and a lot of the guys that still hold grudges from high school on how they was getting treated. You know what I'm saying? So it's that's who's really going at it. The guys who held grudges and the females who joined the other side. So it's like they're battling back and forth. And the folks who know what it is, we're just stuck in the middle. Like, look at these mother.
Or I put a post up about that on social like last night. There are
Oh,
people
did you?
involved. I did because there are people involved, like feminists, people who are toxic, men and women, the LGBT parts of their community, with no disrespect to the community, but we're talking about men have, straight men and straight women.
Yeah.
You got people investing, information or commenting who have no intention on wanting to be in a committed relationship. So we got to get back to straight men talking to straight women about what we want, who we are, and what we need. Let's talk a little bit about that type of person for you, man. Who is the type of person, the type of young lady that you could see yourself possibly investing in and having something with?
I honestly think she would have to be there with me politically because the way the Democrats play on our folks' mindset is just like, come on, if you're backing that, I know doggone where you might as well just go ahead and join forces with the enemy. So yeah, I'm thinking my next move I definitely have to be on the political level because everything else is just so far gone to where it doesn't work. It don't matter what her occupation is still going to be the same. No matter if she have 15 degrees, 2 degrees, 1 degree, no degree, it's all going to be the same results at the end.
Are you are you conservative or are you like full like, hey, I back Trump, Trump is my guy, or somewhere in the middle?
No, I'm conservative. They don't have any policies that benefit us and us only, meaning Black folks, foundational Black Americans that come from this soil, then there's no need for me to even back them. Because what they're doing right now is just putting everybody above us. The ones who come from the soil and everything else. So they just dogpiling everybody on top of us and pushing us back by telling us they don't have nothing for us when we see them throwing money to every organization there is. But when it come down to us, the ones who went through the slavery, the ones who great grandfathers are buried on this soil, when we ask for something, they go to pat in their pockets and be like, they ain't got it. So yeah, I'm with no party whatsoever.
The crazy thing, man, it's like I wish we could get back to a place of more moderate times. You know what I mean? Like everything swings from one end of the spectrum to the other. And neither party is a perfect party. They each have their pluses and minuses. But I feel like more people are starting to kind of go towards the center, starting to wake up and realize, all the answers are not on this side, all the answers are on this side. We need to find some balance. And I
Yeah,
think that's
it's
going to be a
moving there.
problem.
It's moving there. That's why the Democrats crashed and burned this last election because people are waking up and we voted for the couch.
Folks was like, we're gonna sit this one out.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. We
They
we
got
sat
frustrated.
down because look at how the Democrats treat our folks. They talk to us like we crazy. Get your booty to the poll. You ain't black if you don't vote for us. But when they talk to everybody else, they talk numbers. They talk checks. They talk payments. With us, it's a study. We got to think about it. We got to put this together. We got to do that. We got to jump over the moon. But we finally woken up and we gonna be on the right track. So no tangibles, no vote.
By the grace of God, we on the right track, bro. Your
Yeah,
lips to
we most
God,
definitely.
your lips to God's ears. Let's talk
Yeah.
about your passion and your business that you know, doing what you enjoy doing for a living. Is that your passion? Is that your purpose? How did you get into that initially? Is
Well, I caught the bug from fitness by looking at my dad when I was younger, because my dad was pretty jacked, and I saw how he looked in his clothes, and the guys around his age, they move different around him. You know what I'm saying? So I caught the bug around like middle school, and I never let go. And I had a back injury that happened back in high school when I was in the weight room. I was close to being confined to a wheelchair back in 2007. So after my surgery, I was down to like 163 pounds. Me being 6'4", 163, that is like Snoop Dogg
info?
size. Yeah. So after that, they had me on all type of medication that didn't work. So I got off that and I got back into the gym around 2009. I went into the gym with a purpose. I already knew what it was that I was trying to achieve and what I was going to achieve. Some days I walked in the gym using the cane. Some days I came out using the cane, stepping like a Kappa. So after that, I just wanted to help other people. That's my purpose. That's my mission. That's my passion. That's my goal. That's my everything. So yeah, from
What
2009, that's when I walked in the gym on a mission.
what are some of the when you have from some of the young ladies that you've trained, some of the biggest issues you've seen with the young ladies that want to get training, the issues that they have as far as their body, what they're trying to do, and how have you been able to help them overcome those flaws or those perceived flaws?
Some of the issues I have, either they come with the wrong purpose or their circle isn't what they need to succeed. Because all the dinner dates and drinks and all that other stuff, it adds up, it helps, it murders you. Like you really, if you're serious about getting gains and reaching your goal, you got to strip yourself away from everything. Everything that doesn't go in line with what your goals are. You're gonna have to miss birthday parties. You're gonna have to miss just going out to eat. You're gonna have to start cooking your own meals. Alcohol, you're gonna have to cut it down. We're not telling you to stop everything cold turkey, but you're definitely gonna have to put it to the back burner for at least a good year just to get yourself going. Because pretty much what people come, they come with unrealistic expectations. You want to give me 3 months to get you in shape. Within that 3 months, you want me to stop all the bad habits you've had for over 5 years. You know what I'm saying? You expect me to teach you everything you need to know about the gym within the first session. That's not going to happen. Give yourself a year. No trips, no nothing. Break yourself all the way down to your simplest form. Come with me for a year, and I promise you will not go back to the lifestyle that you just left.
You hurt the
And
feelings out here.
oh
You
yeah,
hurt you hurt feelings telling them they can't go on their trip because a lot of them trying to get hot for the summer, trying to get
it
hot
don't
for the
work like
spring.
that.
It does not work
It,
that way.
it don't work like that. Just
Now,
give
what
yourself a year. I promise. I mean, hell, you spited yourself almost 5 years on eating bad, not working out. I can't change that within 2, 3 sessions. So yeah,
now
you just
go ahead.
got to figure out what's important to you. Taking these trips out of breath, bad built, or giving yourself a year to get your health in order.
What would you say to the fellas who, you know, they lack motivation. They're out here smoking and drinking out in the streets and getting around. They round about our age, that age where a stroke is possible. Not that a stroke
Yeah.
isn't possible at any age, but we at that age where wouldn't nobody necessarily be surprised if something happened to us medically. What do you tell
Hey,
fellas not being able to be intimate with their ladies like they want to be? What do you tell to the fellas
oh
to
man, I've heard so much about females mentioning ED till it's crazy. Yeah, y'all might be making money, but your health and that ED is real. Like hospice, they got a bed for your ass.
yes
You
they
you
do,
can dress, you can put that shit in all the joints that you want to. You can dress all the way you want to. You can drink all the good liquor you want to. But right now, the way we are going, we're barely making it to 55 and
right,
functioning. And that's crazy. Fellas definitely need to jump on board because we leave here before our women do.
right. Not to mention we're setting an example, just like you learned from your dad without necessarily him, even trying to instill it in you, you learn by what you saw.
Yeah,
And there are, our kids and these young folks are gonna do the same thing. And we're at that age where it's much more important for us to
yeah,
make sure that we have our health in order.
yeah.
Now,
We're just passing down bad generational health. Everybody talk about generational wealth, but you're passing down badass generational health. You're
now,
killing your grandkids with the food you're eating, and you're passing it right on down to them. And it's going to continue the cycle.
100%. Now that's another thing. So along with the physical training, do you personal training as as far as the physical aspect, do you also give hints and tips as far as like nutrition, what people should and shouldn't eat? I know you're saying, hey, cut down on your drinking, but are there like health plans for the ladies that may want to eat a little bit better, or for the guys to know what they probably should and should not avoid?
Yeah, that comes later on. That comes later on. I usually start to break down on the nutrition side of it around that fourth and sixth month. But yeah, all of that comes later. What I don't want you to do is come with all that stress on you by thinking, okay, if I start eating like this on day one, I start doing this on day two, everything's going to be like this for day three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Nah, come to the gym. Let me get you comfortable coming to the gym. Let me get you comfortable not missing the gym. Let me get you comfortable with a routine. Let me get you comfortable with your form. All of that takes time. Once we get to that point, then we can start focusing on, okay, let's cut this out. Let's try this. Let's replace this with that. Because if you're stressing, that still doesn't help. So
What would you
yeah,
say to what would you say to the young ladies? And I've heard this from several women that, you know, because I'm far from personal training, but I be in the gym from time to time. And I know that it's healthy for women to use weights as well, but a lot of women are afraid to deal with weights because they don't want to develop a manly or muscular build. What would you say to the ladies who are concerned about looking too manly or building too much muscle mass?
they're giving themselves way too much credit to think that they're just going to jump on that level that quick, that fast. That takes major dedication, and which I know the ones that are saying that, they don't have it. But as far as hitting the weights, that's the best way to lose weight, burn fat, and keeping it off. A lot of females, they just go to the gym and they just want to do cardio. And yeah, you're dropping fat, but you're also dropping a little bit of muscle that you have. And as soon as you stop, that weight comes right back on you, times two. So, nah, it's all about strength training. You got to build muscle, get your BMI, your skeletal mass muscle. That's where it's at. I focus on strength training, body fat percentage, skeletal muscle mass, getting stronger. I don't focus on just putting you on the scale and be like, "Ooh, you dropped 30 pounds." but you still can't lift 15 pounds. Nah, we focus on strength training. That's the best way to drop those inches and keeping it off. That's what it's all about, is keeping it off, not no quick fix. There's only so much that you can keep putting Fix-A-Flat in your tire before you have to buy a new tire.
Now, does that same approach apply to the men as well? Or do
Men as
you, or
well.
does,
Men as
okay.
well. It don't change up. Men as well. If you come to me, we're focusing on strength. We're focusing on getting our body fat percentage down. And that's what it's all about. Like my guy Chris Jones says, we want to stay whole ready. We want to look good in our clothes. We want to look good outside of our clothes.
Right.
So, and that's what it's all about.
But it takes dedication and it takes commitment and it takes time. And I think people don't really want to be patient enough and invest in themselves. It's you got to look at it as an investment, right?
That's all it is. That's all it is. It's an investment. Because once you start going to the gym and the little ones see what you're doing, they're going to follow suit. When you clean up your eating habits, you're going to clean up the little ones' eating habits. So that's all it is, just investing. It's a nice investment. A lot of people are so focused on, well, I can just get this gastric bypass surgery. But they don't teach you the steps to keeping it off. Only thing they tell you is that they shrink your stomach, you can't eat for so much, and that's it. You're still in pain. You spent well over $15,000 when you could have just came to a personal trainer and still had a lot more money left in your pocket. You're learning how to work out. You're learning how to use the gym. You're learning how to put a workout together. You're learning proper form. You're learning how to keep the weight off. You're learning how to eat better. It's so much that comes with it besides just, let me just get this surgery and then I just take some pain pills and I'll be stuck on these pills for the rest of my life.
And a lot
But
of times they gain the weight back too.
exactly, because it don't build muscle. They're not teaching you that you have to keep it off. So yeah, it's a trick. They keep you in the cycle of just spending money that you shouldn't even be spending for that. When the only thing you have to do is just get you a trainer, invest in like 2 years, a year, get you started on the right track. After that, if you feel like you can do it on your own and still need help, keep that trainer. But in all, it should take you no more than like a year to 3 years before you should be good.
What would you say to the guys who, think that you just go in the gym, you start tossing weight around and moving stuff up and down, but don't really have a technique or don't really understand through form and all that, breathing, how that's important, what you should focus on and think about when you lift, whether you should lift heavy or lift light, time of day that you should lift, if that matters at all. What do you say to the guys that just think it's just all about going there and tossing weights around and don't really commit to
Um,
proper form and technique?
that's the best way to get injured. That's the best way to discourage other folks from coming to the gym, because first thing you're doing is you're taking pictures, you're posting your positive videos, but you're not getting no results. And the people on the outside, what they seeing is, man, this guy's in the gym 5 days a week. He's been doing this for the past 6 months. If he's not getting results, I know I'm not gonna get results, so there's no need for me to go. So nah, you definitely gotta have a plan when you go in the gym. Lifting heavy doesn't mean you're going to get stronger. Lifting heavy doesn't mean anything. You got to build proper muscle the correct way, which is proper form, focus, and intensity. Some guys could go in there and lift maybe 225, then they'll sit around for the next 10, 15 minutes, go back, lift it again, sit around for the next 10, 15 minutes, and then they're at the gym. You did nothing. Yeah, you lifted, but you did nothing. It's all about mind muscle connection. Just like I tell my clients, Before you do this rep physically, do it in your head mentally. It's proper ways that you have to stand. It's proper ways that you have to have your shoulders rolled back. It's a lot to it. You learn a lot whenever you have a trainer that knows what he's talking about.
What do you think are some of the reasons or a major reason that people don't really want to invest in personal trainers or take the time to really invest in themselves and go to the gym and work out and get themselves together physically the proper way?
They don't love themselves. They mask it. They hide behind other things that makes them appear that they feel good about themselves. That's the only thing I could think of. I mean, because it's cheaper than going to the doctors. It's cheaper, but whenever you get older, they just don't want to invest in themselves because I feel like they honestly don't love themselves. People that love themselves take care of themselves. You don't have to be in the doctor's office every other month, if you're doing what you're supposed to do. I need to make a doctor's appointment now, but I already know I'm good because my lifestyle hasn't changed. I don't drink that much. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I don't drink at all. But the little that I do drink is very minute. I pretty much eat the same food every day. I don't get bored. I will venture off and maybe try a different spot here and there, but I stay to myself. I stick to the same routine. So I don't have to worry about nothing. My weight stays the same. I know exactly where I'm at, no matter how long it's been since I stepped on the scale. I might be just now a little bit over 225. I might be between 223, 226 right now.
And that's what I'm trying to get to, bro. And I try to tell people, man, I'm not a huge guy. I'm like, right, got a little midsection, got a little belly, but I'm not a huge guy, right?
Yeah,
And I try to tell people like I'm 6'1", I'm only 6'1", you 6'4".
yeah.
And bro, at one point, bro, I was like 270. But
Oh,
when
wait.
women would see me and they would deal with me and be like, "Oh no, I'm telling them I'm like I need to lose weight. No, I like a teddy bear. I like a teddy bear. Nah,
Nah, nah.
that's too much weight. It's too much weight. So that's my focus to get down around 220, 230, and I feel much better about because if I thought that I would get like that and I would be skinny, then it would be a problem. But for you,
Nah.
you still got a solid build. You still got
Yeah.
muscle mass. So I could see me getting down to that weight and still have not look like, the wind
You
might
still
blow me
be
away.
good. You still be
Right.
swole.
Right, right,
Hell
right, right,
yeah.
right.
And
What
that's
would
another
you
thing that we need to stop telling ourselves, like,
pick
oh,
and
ain't
being
nothing wrong with you. You're BBW. That looks good. Stop it. That teddy bear. Stop it. Like, ain't nothing cute about having high blood pressure.
no, sir.
Ain't nothing cute about somebody being morbidly obese.
No, sir.
Ain't nothing
Diabetes.
cute about, yeah, you know what I'm saying? We look at crazy shit as if it's cute. Like,
Right. They'll be hacking off your toes and feet. It's cute
exactly.
now, but it ain't cute when
Yeah.
somebody got to roll you around to your dialysis appointments and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think, and then just going to be real as a culture, especially, we have gotten to the point where we accept, you know, um, being too big. Like we call women thick and they can be morbidly obese, but we act like it's something to strive towards, or that is cute, or that is sexy. And for
Yeah.
guys being bigger guys, and that's cute or sexy. You and I are old enough to remember what happened to Levert. That's what
Yeah,
made me want to
exactly.
really get in shape. Levert was like, I don't want to be wrong. He was
He
younger than we are right now. How old?
I want to say Levert could have been like what, mid 40s?
I want to say he was right at 40. I could be wrong, but y'all can look it up. Anybody that watches this, I want to say Levert was like right at 40 when he stroked out. And he was
Yeah.
a big dude and they loved him and it's just not cute, but I think it's a cultural thing. It started out with that's the stuff that we had to eat back in the day, but we don't have to eat like that anymore.
But we were still
We
good even back then.
better more so than now.
Yeah. Because if you think about it, even in the 60s, we didn't have no overweight people in our family.
Big Mama,
70. It
Big
still
Mama, that
was
was about it.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it went from maybe one to now it's like 8 out of 10. Morbid obese is like the obese. Obese is like being healthy. Healthy is like being poor. You know what I'm saying? So they played a dirty trick on us. It all goes back to politics.
Because they're making money off of us.
Hell yeah.
The FDA, the pharmaceuticals, the
They got a
food
pill for you.
industry. Oh, they
Yeah. They got a pill for you.
right. Yes, sir. Well, and then they got a pill that's gonna fix what that first pill does wrong as
Yeah.
well. Chico, I'm gonna get you up out of here, man. Just a couple more questions. I know you got
Hey,
stuff to do, and I really appreciate your time, bro.
let's get it,
Um,
my guy.
so what would you want to say back to the battle of the sexes between men and women, man? What would you, speaking on behalf of men, just for this moment, you have the crown. You get to speak on behalf of all the men in the nation, right? What would you want to say to the ladies on behalf of men? What do you think that the men want the ladies to know or understand?
We love y'all. We do. We really freaking love y'all. We are all we got. It's just us. Everybody isn't for that extra stuff that's going on, but we love our women.
We do.
And that's it. I mean, shit, we love y'all. Bad attitude, good attitude, sassy mouth, no sassy mouth. That's we love y'all.
What do you think the women don't understand? Tell something to the ladies that they don't understand about men, or you think they will want to know that they probably don't know. What's something that they may not understand? Or better yet, I take it back. Something on behalf of the ladies that you feel like you've heard a lot of ladies that am I saying that right? That the ladies want to know? Is that what I just said? Yeah. So a question for the ladies that you think they will want to know that you can answer for them. Something that you've
Um, I think the females have went off of self-inflicted trauma from hearing their mama talk about their dads and relationships that was passed down from the grandmother to where they just like, you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and put my wall up. We are not perfect. Guys will be guys. And that's just that. But a lot of the trauma that they're putting up, they haven't experienced that shit. And we still love y'all big head asses. And that's it.
last thing, and I'm gonna get you out of here, my guy. So
Yes, sir.
if there was one thing that you would want people to know about you, the young ladies, the fellas, your legacy, something personal to you, something purposeful and important to you that you wanted the world to know, what would it be?
Like, yo, fitness is my passion. My passion is to help my peoples. Like, this is my gift that I feel like comes from the big man upstairs. Like, yo, this is my purpose, my passion. Use it. That's it. I mean, this is it. This is all I focus on is getting my folks better, getting us back to where we used to be. I remember being a little kid watching soap operas with my grandmother and TV shows like Phil Donahue and Sally Jesse Raphael and how other females used to complain about how beautiful we were. Like they just didn't understand it. Like, so I remember those days. I'm just trying to get us back there. I'm trying to get us back healthy. We have too
It's an
many beautiful females and that's out there that's just killing themselves. Guys, we are fly. We some fly dudes. We need to get our stuff together. And I can't just put it all on the females because most of the time it's a dude that's helping her to get there or stopping her from doing what she's supposed to do to better herself. I actually lost a client because she had been talking about working out with me for over a year. I've been prepping her. She got into a relationship with some dude. She showed him my picture, and he was like, "Hell no, you're not working out with him." So she tried to hire a female, and the only thing that female did was she moved away within the first month of her training sessions. So she's stuck.
That's interesting. That's something I didn't even cover. I've seen like skits and parodies about personal trainers
Yeah, you see
and
the other
and
side of it.
personal trainers and women, like you don't let your girl go see. What would you say to the fellas, man, that might be a little bit like, I don't know if I really, because they got the ladies in a relationship and her dude isn't super comfortable. What would you want to say about your level of professionalism and how you keep things when it comes to what you do, your passion, your
Yeah.
purpose?
Bring your ass with her.
There you go.
Both of y'all could come get it together.
There you go.
Come. There's no excuse. Because if one person's serious about their journey and their partner's not, it's not going to work.
Nope. You're gonna have to choose one or the other,
Yeah,
yourself or your partner.
yeah.
And if you make me choose between you and my purpose, guess what? You're gonna lose that
You know what
every
I'm
single
saying?
time.
Exactly. So come, come, come. I would love to have more couples. I would
So you
love that.
men, women, couples, that's all good.
Yes. Hell yeah. I want couples. That way they're gonna hold each other accountable. One might
Make
not want to come that day, but the other one's gonna be like, no, we're going. We're doing this together.
that
So
make your
yeah,
job a little bit easier too.
yeah, I want couples.
Stay motivated, people. Stay on your purpose. Find what you're passionate about. Find what you're gifted in, like my man Chico did, and work that thing until it makes room for you and takes you to where you want to be. Focus on your goals. Focus on getting yourself better. Don't focus on distractions, whether emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. It's all about evolution, becoming the best versions of ourselves we can be. Am I right, Chico?
That's about right, my guy.
Last words, my man. I'll get you out of here.
Hey, Body by Chico. Follow me TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Let's get it, man. Let's take our health back serious. Like, let's get back to getting to how we used to be.
Yes, sir. All his information will be in the description box. Body by Chico. First three people that sign up for a consultation, you're gonna get some Body by Chico gear, sponsored by Promarketize. Chico, it's been a pleasure, my dude. Blessing to see you,
Hey,
man.
you already know, my guy. Let's get it.
Take care. Talk to you soon.
Yes, sir. Bet.